Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's see, we just got through with Ember's quest, which means we need to go visit Ember to talk to her follow-up and then talk to Camellia. See if she's ready for a follow-up yet. Boom, boom. But we are almost just about done. Hopefully in this episode, we can make it to the Midnight Fane. Finally. So we probably won't get out of the act this episode, but we can make some progress. Let's see. How are the former Baphomet cultists doing? You know, this cult did very bad things to them. They made them hurt and frighten each other and themselves, and then lied that they didn't have a way back. They convinced them the only choice for a sinner was to sin again. They are much better now, but still, their souls, inside they are like my hands, all burnt. Besides, simple city dwellers who weren't in the cult don't understand them at all. They say things to them. Maybe it's even fair, but it just makes everything worse. Some people don't want to believe they repented, as if they want them to go back to the demons. But some feel sorry for them. They ask questions and listen. Those conversations make them feel better, and others might listen and not fall for the same thing. You see how good it is that you didn't kill them? Thank you. I have to go. Okay. And actually, let me make sure. No, we don't have a bunch of things to sell. We can leave that alone for now. Storyteller. Can we pick up anything for him? No pages. And cannot revive anything. Okay. Camellia. In fact, now that I think about it, there's 2 more things I need to do with Camellia before the end of this act. But hopefully still we'll be able to take care of it. Actually, does Krennic have anything to say? Nope, nothing new. Alright, Camellia. Hello, my friend. Do you know how much I love calling you that? Of course you do. Does your spirit want the blood of anyone in particular? Currently, no. Camilla's voice sounds a little sad, but I seek new victims day and night, for ones whose death will bring me closer to Maria. I have to go. We'll talk later. Okay, nothing from her yet. That's fine. I kind of expected that. And here and Erebeth. Why is Erebeth still outside? Whatever. Boom, boom. Come on. There we go. I should have saved before I entered here, now that I think about it. Whoa. The voices from the Pillar of Skulls force their way into your mind. Master, there's danger. The undead are fighting each other. At the ziggurat, mutual obliteration. Your intervention is needed. The power over the undead is lost. We're in danger. Our body is being dismantled. We're defending ourselves. What happened? We do not know. We are thinking. We shall find the answer. The subtle energies are perturbed. The orders contradict each other. Who's our enemy? Entropy. Disturbance of the subtle energies. No outside interference. A coincidence? An expected coincidence. I'll head to the ziggurat right now. Time is growing short. We are facing a threat of destruction. We are defending ourselves. We serve you. Okay, I guess we're heading right back out. And go on over here. Oh, you know what? Oh, I remember this. You've got to make a choice. We're gonna go the super evil route this time. Whoa.
My skills are absolute.
All right. What's the problem? What is up with these last second casts? You made it here in time. We still exist. The undead became unruly. They tried to dismantle us. We have gained understanding. The revolt is the result of a conflict of powers. There are many necromancers around. Their magic has its own polarity, a particular course. The foreigners from Geb feed on blood. They worship Zura, the vampire queen. The necromancers from Ustalav feed on death itself. Their powers come from Urgathoa. Emanations of their magic permeate this place. The lower undead's primal instinct forces them to obey necromancers, to strive to do their bidding, to follow their teachings, to imitate them, to transform according to their wishes. The foreigners from Geb and Ustalav are feuding. Their convictions are in direct opposition to each other. The undead can sense it. They are split into two camps, in a crude imitation of the necromancer's behavior. They do what has been left undone and say what has been left unsaid. As of now, there are two warring groups of the undead in the ziggurat. One group apes the vampires from Geb. The other group acts like the priest of Urgathoa. They are too primitive to be able to coexist. One of the groups must be destroyed. How did it happen? It is an unusual occurrence. We are meditating on it. Perhaps your divine powers have played a role in this. Most of the undead only imitate the necromancers in appearance, yet a few of them have come to possess new powers. The bloody skeletons increase their own power by feeding on the blood of the living. The skeletons that worship Urgathoa have gained her protection. Future developments are probable. Observing this phenomenon is proving quite interesting. Alianka's undead, blessed by Urgathoa, seem to hold more potential. As you wish, Master. Culling is in order. The ziggurat must be purged of those who are no longer needed. All right, now head further in. Why are you having problems? Come on. Let's go.
Save the last one for me.
I just realized I didn't even bother looking at them. Is there anything worth looting here? Nah, that's what I thought.
We do it my way.
Nothing all that great. Let's do it. Whoa. Why is there only one person up there and it's Professor Snape of all people? No, sir. You never give me that. They're not all dead yet? There we go. That's better. Start with him. Excellent.
Follow if you dare.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Why are those skeletons just standing around? If you already knew that business needed to be handled, why aren't you? I should be stepping up and seeing you already handling it and then helping you. Why are they waiting until their master comes to start the ruckus? Come on now. More discipline, Pillar of Skulls. I need you to institute more discipline in my followers. The rebellion has been put down. The call is complete. The undead that are recognized as potentially useful will take up the freed space. They will continue their transformation. Their imitation of the necromancer's behavior will grow more complex, more advanced. We are curious to observe. We are watching. We are learning. We serve. You command. Awesome. All right, so we have officially sided with Urgathoa, as I said we would. I wonder if that changes how they work in Crusade management at all. I need to check that next time I'm on the global map. But you know what? No, because usually if that's the case, you get a little choice effects icon that tells you, hey, this is going to have long-term ramifications for you. That was not the case. All right. Haste. Where's haste, 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 haste? Do I have? Yeah, I've got everything I need for this. Level 7. Okay, cool.
Tiefling physiology has been a topic of only cursory scientific study. Since I had the good fortune of having a test subject on hand, I would like to deepen my knowledge and conduct a few experiments.
What do you say to this brave challenge? How many cherry rolls can the average tiefling eat before he gets sick?
Well, just finding a way to turn anything to his advantage.
I'm off.
All right. All right. So we'll need to fast forward time. Hey, close. Rank up. Well. Logistics. What's this? This experiments. Definitely don't want to do that. All right. Army. Can I? Okay, so I can recruit from here. Excellent. And I have recruits available. Oh, I really hate spending my money this way. Wait, no, that's not money. What are you doing? Really hate this. In fact, we're gonna undo this. What in the hell? Oh, whoops. This, we've got all we can get of those guys. No headhunters available. So, move you. More skeletal champions and sharpshooters. Cool. Wow. That's all I need to do the whole freaking time. Just disturbing. With this army. There we go. You move. You move. You move. That's especially disturbing when you're playing the Lich Mythic path, because the whole point is that the unit in this slot cannot be refreshed until next week. Interesting, okay. The whole point of Lich is that you don't need to be recruiting anybody, but whatever. I'll relook it. And bleep, that's all, folks. Okay. Decrees. Justice reform. Rank up. Demon army. Okay. So I have to deal with them. That's fine. Woo! I am on the last rank ups that I need. It's actually kind of exciting. Army. Where is it? Command. How do I get at? Oh, campaign. Is that what it is? Campaign. All right. Where's my cavalry? You're all the way over here. I need you to go where they're going to go. They're going to... Ooh, actually, let's get you out the way. You're probably going to the Gloomy Gorge. Okay. Is that a character on the... What's that little thing out on the side? Makes me feel like there's a character there, or army there, rather. God dog it. There we go. I knew there was something there. I'm like, don't tell me I'm crazy. Crap. You. Get out the way. All right, now. Cavalry. Just because I don't know if he's going to reach this before I have to start talking with the queen, so we might as well make our way up here. Oh crap, he's got to go all the way around? Yeah, he probably does. It's fine. Whatever, it is what it is. Okay, now. All three of you are working on something. I don't need anything else. So, actually, let's make sure I don't have any visitors. Actually, yeah, there should be a logistics meeting, right? Excellent. Commander, Dorgalinda's one eye is looking at you grimly. Next to her stands a shackled half-elf. This is Corporal Nickel Bartley. He was detained while stealing army property. During interrogation, he admitted to being one of the leaders of the Fellows of the Crusade. Based on his account, we've identified and arrested the rest of the leaders of the Fellows. The law says this kind of offense in wartime warrants a noose. She shoots Nickel a sullen look. But they are soldiers after all. We fought together more than once. It's rotten, hanging your comrades. I say we boot them all the way to Nerosian in chains. Let them be tried like common thieves. They'll serve their time, and hopefully these sorry excuses for bandits will wise up a bit. What bandits? Bandits would have already hightailed it from Dresden. These guys are all right. We could use them for things. Don't split on your mates, Professor Snape. That's low. Let's tuck them away in some far-off garrison, and if anybody asks, we'll say they legged it. They have stumbled. They're criminals, but they're also mortals who've chosen to risk their lives in order to stop a demonic invasion. Surely that mitigates their guilt, at least a little. There's no need for trials or gallows. We should show mercy and give them a chance to atone for what they've done. Well, I think they're bandits, plain and simple, and the gallows is where they belong. I could tie nooses for every one of them myself if you like. Talk to the prisoner. Corporal Bartley, tell me exactly what you did. I did what I did. Nickel looks at you defiantly. I won't lie, I'll tell you everything, and you can do what you will. Pardon me if you'd like, and if not, go ahead and execute me. Here's how it went. In the last battle, some of our company ran into some enemies with an infectious plague. When they got back to the barracks, half of them came down with something. They were hot as coals and raving, crying green slime instead of tears. And the smell. They were rotting alive. The healers helped everyone they could, bless them, but there just weren't enough healing potions for everyone. So my guys are lying there, rotting away, and the quartermaster, that cur, he just shrugs. We're out, he says, looking at me all smug. Well, we roughed him up a little, checked his cabinet, and what do you know? He did have potions, a whole crate of them. We ran straight back to the infirmary and we saved our friends, and that was it. They shackled us and brought us to you for judgment. If you think I'm a criminal, then fine, sentence me. But I reckon the real criminals here are the quartermasters. They just sit there fat and happy, hoarding all the goods the kingdom gave them. Meanwhile, we're flopping about in the dirt and the blood, and if we need anything, the answer's always the same. We're out. Corporal Bartley forgot to mention that he beat the quartermaster almost to death and left him to bleed out. It's a miracle the poor man's still breathing, and that the healing potions were intended for command staff. The quartermaster had an order. He was to die sooner than let anyone steal items of strategic importance. The death of a trained officer is a much heavier blow than the death of a common soldier. Without capable officers, our losses will grow tenfold. He also failed to mention a dozen previous cases of theft, which cannot be so neatly excused by a touching concern for his comrades, and a whole warehouse worth of stolen goods he's stashed near the city walls. Dorgalinda shakes her head grimly, glowering at Nickel. No way around it, lads. You've been caught. We have to punish you. Otherwise, we can kiss goodbye to any sense of order. Corporal, do you have anything to say in your defense? You can't put it all on us. We're soldiers. We're told to survive to fight another day, and that's exactly what we're doing. It's our blood that pays for your victories. And if we're winning and Mendev still can't give us what we need, then they're the scumbags, not us. You told us you'd cover for us if need be. You turned a blind eye here and there. You showed us sympathy, and now you're backing out? It was fine to do it once, twice, but 3 times? It's the gallows? I would like to discuss our options with the council. Of course, let's talk it through. We can't rush a decision like this. Woljif, what's your suggestion? Remember how you pulled me out from behind the bars at Kennebrest? You ever regretted it since? Woljif falters. Actually, don't answer that. Anyway, what I mean is, they may be thieves, but they're still here, in the world's goddamn wound, fighting demons, even though they could have been miles away from here by now if they wanted. All right, they messed up. But these are our guys, and we need them in this war. Save their skins now, and they'll be loyal to you forever. Hush this all up and keep it out of court. Send them off to some remote fort somewhere. They won't forget your kindness. You just wait. They'll fight for you until they die. Or we win. Arushale, your opinion? Commander, we are more than an army. We are crusaders, a holy brotherhood that protects this beautiful world from absolute evil. These people have committed a crime and need to be punished, but we can't treat them like common marauders. There can be no place for whips and gallows on this sacred march. Spare them. Give them a chance to atone as you did for me. You'll see, it'll work better than the most severe punishment. Yeah, what is the point of punishing criminals anyway? We could just wag a finger at them and ask for a pinky promise never to do it again. And tomorrow, those dirtbags will steal a whole citadel, one brick at a time, to build themselves nice little mansions with a view of the wound. Lad, what's your advice? Are these the acts of crusaders? No, they're the acts of highwaymen. And at the end of that highway, there's a tall tree with a sturdy branch waiting for them. The fact that they're crusaders doesn't excuse them. On the contrary, their crimes are corrupting our army from the inside. There can be no prison for them, only execution. And let it be known to all, if anyone pockets a single button from our spoils ever again, let alone commits a robbery, they'll share the same fate. They're not some outsiders. They broke the law, yes, but before that, didn't they prove that they're ready to die for complete strangers? I agree that they should do penance for their sins, but they should do it here, among us, repentantly serving the Crusade's cause. Dorgalinda, what's your solution to this? We're at war, and in war there's only one sentence for this type of thing: execution in front of the ranks. But warriors of the Crusade should get some sort of leniency for their past deeds, shouldn't they? I've looked into the records of every fellow, and let me say this: none of them have ever faltered in combat. None have ever abandoned their comrades. They fought with daring and bravery. They've given it their all, and the other soldiers respect them. It feels awful to hang people like that. We'll send them to Nerosian. Let the judge give them 5 or so years of hard labor. They say it clears your head right up. Yeah, they clearly forgot that in Mendev, only nobles and rich people are allowed to steal. Oh, pardon me, not steal. Collect taxes and care about their wealthy selves. And if a simple lad grabs a loaf without permission because he's starving to death, his options are gallows and hard labor. Man, I love this country we're protecting. Ooh, I kind of feel you, Woljif. Everything is clear to me now. So what should we do? Let's see. With Woljif, finance and points increased by 10 and material income increases by 1. Arushale. Positive morale affects everything more greatly. Land. All generals gain salvage. Defeating an enemy adds 1,000 finance points. That's interesting. And finally, finance, materials, and energy points income increases by 5%. I think land is the lawful option, right? What would the Lich do? Would the Lich kill them all? This is a good question. Because on the one hand, the Lich is disgusted that they weren't given healing potions at the beginning. But also, Dorgalinda has made it clear that this has happened several times before. So they're clearly brigands. You know what? Yeah, we're going with Land's choice. We'll execute the offenders. This will put our army back in order. I'm pretty sure that after a harsh demonstration like this, all our commanding officers will be lining up in front of the quartermaster's office to hand in every last coin that has been left off the record by mistake. Oh, that's why you're getting money for every kill. Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool. I hope that does it for our fellow's problem. Who knows? Maybe our supply situation is finally sorted out and I won't have to assemble the Logistics Council in full again. We can only hope. All right. Save that. And anything happen that I need to actually follow up on yet? I don't think so, right? No request. I forgot who came right before them. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Continue on. Mana boom, 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 boom. And skip another day. No more rank ups. Oh, military is still at 4. And leadership. What brings up leadership? Crap, I didn't realize we're short on leadership. Oh, man. And leadership is... I think that might be one of the things we're not doing anything for. Crap. All right. All right. All right. Campaign. Cavalry. Keep making your way up. Yeah, you're going here. Okay, cool. All right. Here's what it is. What is this? Oh. An undead advisor to the Lord of Death. Okay, cool. Talk to you in just a second. Whoa. Is he going past? Why is he going past the gloomy circle? Where the easy for sheezy are you trying to get to? Causing just unnecessary trouble. Why can't you just do what you're supposed to do? I mean, he's got to be going for a fort, right? That's what they usually do. Actually, this is good too, because if he goes past it, I think my army will be able... Well, actually, how far are they? Where is the cavalry? Oh, yeah, cavalry's right here. You come this way if you want to. All right. Let's see. Yeah, nothing else to do but save there. All right, what's the deal? I see the number of your undead servants is growing day after day. You have done well, student, surprisingly well. But we need to prepare further for the day when your living allies betray you. I trust you understand this inevitability. As your legend grows, so too will the anger of the righteous when they turn their gazes towards your domain. The solution is simple. Spare your living crusaders, for now. The area is littered with old Sarkorian burial mounds. Direct your servants to open these tombs and bring back the dead. The sentimental mortals will, of course, resent these orders, but it is foolish not to use such abundant resources quite literally lying under our feet. Elianka dramatically clears her throat. It's not enough to multiply the ranks of undead soldiers. You also have to get rid of living troublemakers. The Crusade is full of useless mortals, camp followers, peddlers, the severely disabled, and other rabble. They provide no benefit to you, but can form a raging mob during an insurrection. Just say the word, and we'll commence the great reaping in the name of Ergothoa. Let the unwanted be put to the sacrificial knife. Septimus bows his head. Such barbarity. Allow me to suggest a different approach. In Geb, the living and dead coexist peacefully thanks to the dead laws, which grant equal rights to all. If you introduce similar laws in Dresden, you will attract many new allies, powerful and noble souls, not mindless minions bound to serve the will of others. They will provide much needed support. I want to hear your suggestions in detail. Sarkoris pauses, then explains further. History chronicles Sarkoris as a land of wild and thick-headed barbarians who perished ingloriously fighting for their squalid home. Their bodies have long rotted to the bone, but this won't pose a problem for us. Their restless, violent souls are still imprisoned in the burial mounds. Let us release these vengeful spirits and throw them against the demons, as well as anyone else who dares stand in your way. Elianka clears her throat. The Great Reaping is an ancient and sacred ritual the faithful of Ergothoa have long used to amass innumerable hosts to intimidate the living. Everyone living in your land shall be judged. Those who are more useful alive will be spared, while the useless will be sacrificed at the altar. Even the least capable mortal can become a dangerous undead soldier. Septimus' cold voice takes on a confrontational tone. I know that not everybody shares my views, but a mindless workforce is a weak crutch that accomplishes nothing. Fully fledged, sapient undead who can perceive the world and willingly choose their allies. They are who a wise ruler should rely upon. There is but one way to attract such subjects. Assure them that in Dresden they will be treated fairly and with respect. All right, you can make do what you have to increase morale. Sarkoris unlocks Skeletons Creation. 45 skeletons are recruited. The Great Reaping, Zombies Creation. 30 zombies. Or Undead Aristocracy. Skeleton Sharpshooters, Skeleton Champions, or Vampires are recruited at the Commander's headquarters, depending on the previous choice. May the Great Reaping commence. We are loyal followers of Ergothoa. Elianka bows with the grace of a refined Ustalavic noble. My pleasure to serve. We have plenty of work ahead of us. Commander, I'm glad to report that the reorganization of our army is practically complete. The counterattack and the capture of Karamzadah's citadel will serve as a vivid demonstration of our increased military strength. But before we set out, I strongly advise that our officers are informed of the tactical approach we're going to follow on the battlefield from now on. Apart from good soldiers and generals, an army needs a doctrine that states how it intends to win future battles. Personally, I would support a cautious, balanced tactic of attrition based on a defensive style of warfare. A decisive cavalry charge is the best tactic I know. The demons are bloodthirsty, but they're not eager to die for their cause. If we were to daze them with a powerful strike and shake their confidence, they would choose running for their lives over a selfless stand. We cannot change the fact that our warriors lack the demon's individual might, but our discipline and chain of command are superior. The best way to use it is to maintain a tight formation. We move the foot soldiers up front, withstand the enemy's blow, then perform a quick and crushing counterattack. This is how the Taldan phalanx won their battles. That is how we will prevail as well. No matter what bright ideas the general has, no matter what strategies they may devise in advance, in battle, a soldier must know how to react. If I were in charge, I would give my officers freedom to act on their own initiative instead of hammering particular tactics into their heads. I want to know more about Cruoromancer's stronghold. Storm's Peak is a mountain fortress built by the demon's minions. Cruoromancer chose the location of this base of operations wisely. Not only is it well protected, it provides convenient attack routes that threaten all the neighboring territories, including Dresden. They breed the most vicious battle beasts in its depths. The dungeons are always filled with captives, and the cellars are so vast they can feed a demon army of practically any size for years. Why can't we use multiple tactics at once? To train the troops to follow a new tactic, we must drill it into their heads, make them remember it better than their own names. If we try to teach our soldiers conflicting tactics, dissonance will inevitably ensue in the heat of battle. Alas, it is wiser to sacrifice a diversity of options in favor of uniformity of action. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Everyone looks at you expectantly. Sela, isn't it rash to rely on a cavalry charge? It's risky, but there are no cowards in our ranks, are there? Fighting demons is a dangerous business in general, but in my experience, only a swift and daring cavalry attack can strike real fear into the hearts of an enemy as reckless as demons. An army of knights betting everything on a cavalry strike. Yeah, the demons will be amazed at how varied and surprising our tactics are. Rajul, how does the Taldan phalanx fight? First, a tight infantry formation advances forward. It secures a foothold that threatens the enemy's position and awaits the inevitable attack. Upon meeting the first onslaught with a shield wall, the footmen dampen the momentum of the breakthrough. Then, at the officer's command, launch their counteroffensive. After a short charge that tramples everything that stands in their way, a gaping breach appears in enemy's ranks, and the offensive turns into a rout. I'm not sure if we can make full use of the practices of the Taldan military. Although the phalanx certainly shows outstanding results, Taldor's infantry trains in a fundamentally different way than our own. I'm afraid that blindly copying another nation's combat style won't yield us the benefits we seek. Greybor, is it wise to allow officers to make their own decisions? This acquaintance of mine, my colleague, he used to serve as a corporal in the Melthoni army. At some point, they went out on a raid against some Narmarthi guerrilla warriors. They ran into an ambush, got shot to hell, and chased the enemy deep into the woods. It is obvious yet that they were being baited. It was obvious to my acquaintance, too. So he tells his commanding officer, things are looking ugly, we've got to turn back. But the officer dug his heels in. Our orders were clear. Upon contact with a lightly armed opponent, we were to give chase and dispatch them. Upon contact with a superior force, we are to contain it by forcing a fight and send for reinforcement. He recited that order to me word for word. He won't forget it to the day he dies. That's what the generals in the capital have decided, you see. Since the enemy has split their forces, we need to move in with larger units and crush the weak bands one by one. Looks solid on paper, but when you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, not so much. Anyway, when they did get ambushed by an enemy force and contained it by forcing a fight, only my acquaintance and his squad made it out alive. He put two and two together and figured that no reinforcements were going to make it in time, so he tried to break through. They ran through the woods for 6 days, with the enemy hot on their heels, but they survived. My acquaintance learned a lot from that battle, so he deserted immediately afterward to become an assassin, a much safer craft. The point is, no matter what we come up with, you never know how it's going to play out in an actual battle, and only those who are on the ground fighting can truly know the best thing to do. So I would trust your officers. I can't imagine your army is commanded by idiots, and give them free rein. Initiative is a dangerous weapon. There are situations where it can be useful, but in a large-scale battle, any display of free thinking, any leeway in interpreting orders, may disorganize the army and throw it into chaos. We should not be destroying the discipline of our troops with our own hands. Captain Aldane, can you win battles by staying on the defensive? History knows of virtually no prominent generals who disregarded defensive combat doctrine. There are times when letting the enemy break their teeth upon your army's formations is more advantage than going on the offensive yourself. Perseverance oftentimes beats valor. Silas snorts. You can't win a war by sitting on your hands, especially against an innumerable force of demons who keep pouring out of the abyss. We must strive for victory, live for it. That's the only way we'll put an end to them. Everything is clear to me now. Your advisors nod respectfully in response to your words. Let's see. They can learn charge. Units gain +1 bonus to speed and a +20% bonus to damage for 1 round. But they also receive a -2 penalty to AC. What? Oh, that was charge? Oh, that's got to be a mistake. Tall and Phalanx probably should have something different, right? Yeah, these are the exact same thing. Let independence. Units have a +2 bonus to initiative or defensive. Unit has a +2 bonus to saving throws against disease and poison. We'll go with Greyboard's choice. We'll let our officers use their initiative in battle. The Lich likes competency. An army where the commanders don't try to force their so-called wisdom on their soldiers, and instead let them use their own heads. That's unheard of. Greyboard looks on contentedly as Captain Aldane grinds his teeth. Well, I believe the military council has reached a decision on all the necessary reforms. All that's left is to put our army to the test. The siege of Storm's Peak. This battle will show us the worth of all the work we've done. Captain Aldane's voice quivers nervously on these last words, and for an instant, his mask of composure cracks. Seeing you take notice, he shoots you a look of warning that says, "Not now." Huh. Building a new army to unleash the Crusaders. The commander must launch a preemptive strike and gain control over this outpost that threatens Dresden. I don't think I've done this before. All right. Why not? Let's head out.
I do what I must.
Actually, we don't even need to head out, do we? This is a Crusade quest, but you know we're going to do it anyway. Why not? Why not? Exit. Set. Boom, boom. All right, so first of all, where is it? This Storm's Peak place that we're supposed to be taking. Is this it? I think it is. I think that's it. Okay, so he's a level 9. Interesting. When the cavalry move, the cavalry can move. You know what? Okay. We have got, okay, mongrel sharpshooters, headhunters. Right. And then skeletons and zombies. What's this? Vampires. Nothing we can do with that. What's this? You're zombies. Oh, but you've got no movement speed. Okay, we need to wait. Wait until the movement speed for everybody has been restored. And then bring them back over here. Combine them all and go do this assault. I have never done this before, so I was under the impression that I had already done all the fighting that I need to do. Clearly, that is not the case. All right. Sharpshooters. What is this? Skeletal champions? Why don't I have any skeletal champions? Interesting. You know what? If these mongrels don't... Nah, I want to keep range. Range is what we're really focused on, to be honest with you. No, actually, we want to keep these guys spread out. Just in case someone throws down some poison. Because they are not... Most of them are not undead. Okay. Uh-huh. Whoa. Come on, man. There we go. There we go. 50 mongrel sharpshooters. I'll take it. There we go. That helps some. Yeah, you can go down here. Out the way. You. Excellent. I don't even know what it is, but I like that cap. Oh, that's right. This is the scout team that I created who was supposed to be dealing with situations like this. Forgot about y'all. That's where the Hell Knights are supposed to be going. The Hell Knights and who else? Hell Knights, I haven't seen any of those other guys as of yet. Alright. So you can go up here. Yeesh. Lot to manage, lot to manage. Okay, now. I got 23 left. We'll deal with you first. Wait, no. We're already on the road. Okay. Skip a day. Yeah, there you go. Keep going. Hold on, we'll save just in case it's a problem. Shouldn't be a problem, but... Oh, wait. Crusade. Events. Part of the fortress wall sustained damage in a demon attack on Dresden. A number of buried golems covered in dwarven runes were discovered among the collapsed stones. Upon hearing this news, a member of a dwarven clan has contacted the commander and claimed that the golems belong to them. What should be done with the golems? You could give the golems to the dwarves, which gives you 40 material points. Keep the golems inside the walls. Extract the golems and use them in battle. You get earth elementals. Force the dwarves to pay for having illegally stored the golems inside the walls. 12 shear bearers are recruited. I mean, it's the lawful thing. We're lawful. We're playing lawful. We'll give it to them. The dwarves have accepted the commander's fair decision and sent generous gifts in return. Oh, repeatable. Many have fallen in this war, but death does not mark the end of their service. The bodies, infused with death magic, will arise, and undead legions will rush toward the heart of the Worldwound. Excellent. All right, and nothing else for leadership to do. Hey, leadership. Okay. Can we please get these last little bit of leadership points? I would really appreciate it. All right, first you. Crispy. All right, you're done. Now, does he stay in place or is he coming towards us? Looks like he stays in place. Travel. Skip a day. Travel. What's this? Strengthening the chain of command. Is that a rank up? That's a rank up. Ooh. I don't care if there's only 1 day left. Cancel this crap. Cancel this. Yes. Ooh. Give me what I deserve. Give me my achievement. All right. It's cavalry, right? Cavalry. Yep. Skip another day. Oh, no, he is moving. Oh, look at you. All right. What's this? That's closed. Why? I forgot there is one other thing that's still supposed to happen, and I don't understand why it hasn't happened yet. Come on now. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Ooh, all right. The lands of Yath Watch, seized by an enemy. Oh, so I got to deal with you after I deal with this guy. It's fine. Whoa, there's two of you? Oh, he hasn't taken anything yet. Interesting. All right, one thing at a time. I think after you get through with this guy, they stop coming out. Okay. I think fire works on you. Does fire work on you? I can't remember. Oh, this gives you all three. Fire does not work on you. Oh, wow. How about arrows? How do arrows do? Not all that great. How do arrows do on you? Much better. So we'll get you up out the way. Yep. And then you can deal with this one. Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured you'd be sensitive. Oh, that was deeply unfortunate. And our hospital is still fine. First of all, let's get rid of you. And actually, can we get rid of? That's the only thing we can do. Fine. There we go. All right, you're down. Now. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Excellent. And you're the only one left. Oh, you don't like arrows either, do you? That's a shame. How? Can someone explain to me what in the hell is going on with this unit? How do you have 1,900 of them and they're doing 0 damage? You burn and die. Burn and die. Did we get all our people back? We got all our people back. It's all good. Come on. Okay, errand's complete. Oh, that's right. This one is still 4. Okay, cool. I have to have that meeting first, then I'll get my achievement. I was like, why isn't it popping for me? All right, deal with you. Wasting my time. Boom. How dare you? How dare you? There we go. And one more time. All right, high morale once again. All right, and we'll go back here. What's the deal? Storm's Peak, the stronghold of the fierce Karamzada, has been captured and destroyed to the ground. The mighty Baylor and his army will no longer be able to threaten Dresden from this location. Karamzada opted to avoid a fight, leaving the citadel in the last moments of the battle, but there's no doubt that he will attempt to avenge such an affront. He could do that. He can try. All right. Enter here. And back to, actually, no. We want to go to the Citadel. Because there's one other person who's supposed to stop by. I forgot about this. Commander, permission to report. Captain Harmadden looks worried. The army's disposition is growing dangerous. More and more soldiers express their distrust towards you and your mythical powers. They grumble in their lack of understanding of where you are leading them and what your plan is. What's worse, The wary have once again emerged among the officers. They are adding fuel to the fires of sedition, and we've already had cases of direct insubordination. You have to win back the trust of the soldiers forthwith, or else the army will be paralyzed. Some privates have already refused to march into battle. I suggest that we make your strategy clear by setting up a bulletin board. It could have a new statement with your name on it every week. Every 2 weeks, you can invite delegates from your soldiers to ask any questions they may have. It feels like the soldiers are discouraged and dismayed. We should embolden them by reminding them that the Crusade is about more than just death and danger. This is a time of camaraderie and valor, too. Maybe we could adorn the city with an inspiring monument or two, the kind that lifts your spirits whenever you walk by. Soldiers have the right to quest their general's questions, but they have no right to disobey orders simply because their curiosity isn't being satisfied. They are committing sabotage, and the penalty for sabotage is a court-martial. We'll build new taverns for our soldiers and pour them free beer on the commander's behalf, the easiest way to win their love. The wary again. I thought we took care of that problem. Not completely, apparently. The captain makes a helpless gesture. We haven't yet solved the main issue. Far too many officers still believe that the Queen herself should be in charge of the Crusade. No matter how many feats you've achieved, they still consider you an upstart. We'll have to do something about them soon, but the unrest among the soldiers is the most pressing matter at hand. Perception. What do you think of the wary? They are your commanders and comrades in arms, after all. I think of them as traitors, Commander. Harmon replies quickly and firmly, but his expression darkens for a moment. What is it exactly that my soldiers find worrying? Your mythical powers. Yes, they do secure us one victory after another, but even the most loyal troops raise questions from time to time. They wonder, what are you? Are you mortal like the rest of us? Or perhaps an emissary from other spears? And if so, then which ones? Are you truly fighting for Crusade's cause? Or do you have your own ulterior motives? All of this paves the way for endless speculation. Let's discuss our options in further detail. As you command. Sela, what's your plan? I have doubts that explaining battle strategy would help our people in any way. They're fighting a brutal war, maybe the worst war in Golarian's history. They're exhausted and scared. If we want to help them, we have to give them courage. We are already making an effort, but I would also suggest adorning our fortresses with monuments. Not grim ones, but something heroic and uplifting. That way, soldiers who are about to march out or have just marched in will be able to smile at them like old friends. I have a marble friend like that once. The recruits in our order believed that rubbing the hilt of his stone sword would bring you good luck. Dismissing mutinous talk as exhaustion and lack of support is fundamentally wrong. Those few with conscience serve well and true as it is, without question. However, those who can't afford to doubt and ignore their orders are a step away from becoming deserters, who will remain deaf to any pleas and arguments, and even more so to inspiring embellishments. Regia, what do you suggest? The insider's bodies hanging from the gallows will answer any and all questions. Sedition must be extinguished swiftly and mercilessly. It's absurd even to consider convincing or appeasing the doubtful. That could be more counterproductive. The sight of hanged bodies will absolutely stop the soldiers from asking questions, but it won't stop them from thinking them. For example, will they hang me next? Did I make a mistake by joining the army? Isn't it about time I made a run for it? And Darren, your opinion, please. There's a centuries-old cure for grouches and complainers: alcohol and a little cheer. We'll build more taverns, supply them with strong beer, and treat the soldiers once or twice, courtesy of the treasury. They'll leave their doubts behind in the blink of an eye and proclaim you the best and most beloved commander who ever lived. I'll be the first to agree that taverns are a good thing to have, but they're not enough to support the army's fighting spirit. If we don't give our soldiers something more than drinks, our taverns will just become places to drown their sorrows or vent their frustrations through brawls. Captain Armano, what would you advise? If the soldiers don't understand you, then you must bridge the gap between you and them. Create means of direct communication, so to speak. We'll set up a bulletin board that will, simply put, keep everyone informed of the situation on the front and the basics of our strategy. In addition, we'll set up times when, at once every 2 weeks, the soldiers can send delegates to you and ask any lingering questions. A general is under no obligation to report to their soldiers. They'll end up disputing your every word and second-guessing your orders before you know it. In some exceptional cases, a general may seek counsel from experienced veterans, but turning your headquarters into a thoroughfare is the surest way to destroy your authority. A bulletin board? Pray tell, how many of our soldiers can actually read? Maybe we should engrave this board with some obscene carvings. Then it would at least be useful. Thank you, everything is clear. What are your orders? All right. Monument provides a plus 5% bonus to the chance to attack twice due to positive morale. Gallows decreases the chance to skip action due to negative combat morale. A tavern reduces all morale effects in combat by 10%. And a bulletin board, 2% bonus to chance to act twice due to positive morale, and a negative 2% bonus to chance to skip action. We'll go with Sela. The Lich likes monuments. He hopes to have his own monuments one day, although he would never admit that out loud. Sela, see to the construction of monuments. Yes! Oh, that's a good feeling. Oh, that's a good feeling. Crappy way we have to get it, but still a good feeling. Okay, okay. I will keep that in mind. Make sure that you recruit. All right, will do. I hope this will help in some way. All right, and I think that is a fantastic place to end this. Hope all of you enjoyed the episode today. If you did, please leave your comments below. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. so happy about it. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.